Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope that you have enjoyed Miss Maria Jose's, I'm sorry, Miss Maria Jose's video yesterday. Um, Congrats for all the ones that voted for the Lorax. I know that it's a short book because it's a very colorful and it's a child book. It belongs kind of to second grade. So today we are going to start reading it. Probably it's gonna take you only third quarter to read it or even shorter. And then you can start reading Charlie and the Glass Elevator. Was it the second one? Okay, so today we are going to start, we're going to read it, and then at the end I'm going to give you a couple questions as we always do. We are going to start by the day. So let's write the date. Today is Thursday, if I'm not incorrect, 21st, oh sorry, Thursday, January 21st, 2021, just like this. Remember that I'm not showing you this so you do it like that, but you must copy in the specific organization that we're doing. Then you have to write in here the Lorax, okay? And then we are going to start copying. Remember that this book, if I'm not incorrect, doesn't have numbers on the pages, so you will be guided by the numbers on the PDF document. Let's see. Yep, it doesn't have numbers on the pages. So on the first pages, we are going to start with a very, very colorful and beautiful cover. We see the Lorax. Go to your book, go to your in your platform, in the classwork area, you will find your book, and then it says The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. What I like about this book is that they rhyme, so they help your tongue to get accustomed to the correct pronunciation of what you're saying. Sorry, that's my cat. As you know, she's very messy. And then we have another cover, and it says, For Audrey, Locke, and Leah, with love. Then we go to the next page, and we see that there's a village in there that is completely dark, and it says the street of the lifted Lorax. So we'll see, we are going to start in page 7, so we're writing here, page 7, okay? Remember that we must write the questions depending on the page, so we are going to start in page 7. Let's start. The street of the lifted Lorax. At the far end of town, where the greekle grass grows, at the wind smell low and sour when it blows. Jeez, this is very difficult to read. And no verse ever sing, excepting all crows, in the street of the lifted Lorax. Page number 8. So we're reading here, 8. This is the number of pages that we have been reading. And deep in the greekle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood. Just as long as it cooled before somebody lifted the Lorax away. And then we see there the village, but it's farther afar from where we were before. And there's some sort of like brick, it would be like some sort of circle in there where it's in there in red brick. And then we have a house. What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the greekle grass grow, the one's lair still lives there. Ask him, he knows. So this person, this old one's lair, knows everything about the Lorax that we want to know. We see a house in there. It's very particular because we see the moon and there's some sort of cacti plant in there, and the windows are very strange. With windows like that, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can get inside your house. Page number, so we have read 8, 9, and 10. And then we make it into a white page. You won't see the one's lair, don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurking, call under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of muffled move, and on special dark midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you perhaps if you're willing to pay. So we see in page number 11 the house of the Lorax, and then it says the one's lair, and then you can see in the very, very small line between the wood window, the window is purple, a pair of yellow eyes, and that's the one's lair. That's a very tall house. On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss in 15 cents, and a nail, and the shell of a great, great, great grandfather snail. So you can see in page 12 and 13 how people should have paid with something very particular. 15 cents and a nail. A nail is something that you put in the wall to hang things. And a great, great, great grandfather snail. A snail is an animal. This is a snail. It's an animal, if I'm not incorrect, that he slithers on the ground, and he's very I would say swampy. He has a lot of liquid in it. They say that it's very good for your skin. Page 14. So we see the one slayer in there putting his hand out to lift the pail so he can collect whatever he was given. Then he pulls up the pail, make a most careful count to see if you paid him the proper amount. And in the page 15, then he hides what you paid him, away in his knob, his secret strange hole, and his grooveless glove. So he has a glove in his hand, and it's very particular. It's in his finger. There's a little hole in his finger where he puts the money in. So far we have read so many pages because these pages are very short. This is going to be a very short story. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper my phone, for the secrets I tell are your ears alone. Sloop, down slop the whisper my phone to your ear, and the all one's little whispers are not very clear, since they have to come down through a snurgly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose. Now I'll tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back. But this is where we are going to make it today. We are going to make it till here so you can have the introduction of your story. And today we are going to copy 2 questions. Question number 1. Remember that we copy the question with a pencil, okay? With a pen in cursive, and the answer with a pencil in print, okay? So question number 1 would be, where is the story happening? Where is the story happening? Okay? Like this. Where is the story happening? Remember that if you don't understand, this is not for the purpose for you to see, but for you to copy what I'm saying. Open the subtitles in the bottom of your YouTube page. Where is this story happening? And if you go up in the story, in the first pages, it says the name of the village. It says in there, the street of the lifted Lorax. So what are you going to copy as an answer? The story happens in the street of the lifted Lorax. Okay? And then, the question number 2. Question 2. How much you have to pay to the one's lair. How much you have to pay to the one's lair. Remember that we said, and then we go back to the story in page page 12. It says in there, and you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail and the shell of a great, great, great grandfather's snail. So you have to write in there. How much you have to pay to the one's lair? You have to pay 15 cents, a nail, and the shell of a great, great, great grandfather's snail. So this is it for today. Remember to copy your questions. If you didn't understand the question or if you didn't copy them on time, rewind your video so you can see what I was saying. And until I think tomorrow we don't have classes, but we have a live class. And then I'll see you again. Well, Miss Maria Jose will see you again on Monday. And until that moment, bye guys.